Hello again. How are you? I'm still fooling around with the Iroquois raised beadwork. I want to show you the differences. This is my first attempt. This was using just Japanese round seed beads. These are not Tohos. These are Mayukis. Pretty ugly. I used a ruler and I drew parallel lines because I wanted to try to get it as even as possible, like the women did, the experts who developed this. Not successful. Not good. I wasn't happy with this. Really ugly. So I thought I'd try Delicas. Much better. Much better. Can you see how they're raised off there? I don't know how wide I can go without seeing these in person and up close and really examining them. And the images, all the images I found on the internet are so bad and so poor and so far away, and I can't really, it's really difficult to see what was done or how they did it. Oop, this is loose. That was first. I made it a little narrower, and this came out even better. You see the raised, see how it's raised. Really happy with that. But what I really wanted to learn how to do, and what I am really struggling with understanding, were the raised flowers. If any of you caught that video, if you found the video on Antiques Roadshow, I know a couple of you did, you looked for it and you found it. It was a super high, it looked like a bud. And I took a screenshot of it and I saved it on my computer, and I've looked and I've tried to understand. It's only one angle, like from the top, and it's really hard to figure out what was done, but it was something like this, except I think they used more beads in their loops. I just think it was longer. I started with, what did I start with? 7, and then I moved to 9, and then my last row here I used 12, and then I just had a few left of this turquoise color, and I ran out before I made it all the way around. But it's something like this, but this is not the look I want. I mean, it's kind of sort of like it, but this is not how those women did it. So I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to figure it out. I know there's a book out there, but it's $40. There's zero explanation of what's in it. I don't want to blow $40 on a manual and then have it not be exactly what I want to learn. That would really piss me off. So if anybody knows, if it has, who's it by? Who's that book by? I'll find it. Hang on. Okay. By Samuel Thomas. There's just an order form. He apparently did this in a traditional style, but I can't confirm it. I don't know. I haven't found any images. I haven't found any examples. There's a lot of claims, but I can't find anything to prove this is what I want to do. So, maybe it is. I don't know. So, anyway, wrote that down in my notebook. What these ladies would do traditionally, and they still do this, the ladies that still practice the stitch, I guess some of them are out there. The tradition continues, but it is dying, like I said, is they would use paper patterns. They would draw whatever image they wanted and they'd trace it onto a piece of tissue, very thin paper, and attach it right onto their substrate, which is usually cotton, or probably some kind of something, and leave the paper in there after they stitched. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw right on my surface, which is just interfacing. The line is way too heavy because what I really want, I want to try to get my needle in the exact same place, you know, parallel to the previous hole. I hope I'm not boring you. Just turn it off if I'm boring you, okay? But these ladies didn't have delicas. I don't even think existed. I don't even know when they were developed, but I should find that out. They had to use round beads that were most likely Czechoslovakian. They were European, I'm sure. They had to cull their little pile of beads to get them all exactly the same size to get that perfect, you know, edge, that perfect raised edge. I'm going to try it this way, show you how it works. I haven't tried it yet with a different size, just parallel, and that worked out fine. So let's see what I get with this. This looks like it's about maybe 4 beads across. I'm going to try 6. 4, 5, 6. Yep, it's way too long, which is what I want because I want it raised. I'm going to put my needle down here. Try to stay in the middle of that heavy line that I made. Good. I'm going to move up. I'm so far away. Ugh. Try to stay in the middle of that black line. Oh, I broke my glasses Friday, so all I have is this weak pair. I can barely see. Old pair. That looks good. This next one is longer than the one I just made, so I added 6, and I'm going to judge that I need maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10. Let's try 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't imagine what these ladies went through to get this done. Unbelievable, time-consuming, just to figure out how to get it to look right. Oh, that's actually too many. Try 7. I want it the same height as my previous little hump there. Right next to, too far away, right next to it, there. It's exactly what I want. I bring my needle up next, probably add another bead. Instead of 7, I'll add 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big ugly hand out of the way. How does that look? That looks good. Okay. A lot of patience. Worth it. Good. So that's how this is done. This is how it's filled in and getting that raised effect. It's amazing how it was done before without the advantage of super, consistent beads like delicas or tohos or anything like that. Must have taken forever. So, that's what I've come up with. That's all. I just wanted to show you. I am now looking for patterns to try this with. They have lots of florals. I used it with a lot of florals and vines and, it was all puffy around things. Just very pretty. So, I'll be trying that around something. Keep me posted if you find anything else. If I had money to burn, I'd totally buy that book by Samuel Thomas, but I don't, so oh well. Bye! I'm so frustrated! Everything that looks easy to do, so not easy to do. That's why it's so appealing, because it looks so simple. Not simple. How do I keep my little puffies from collapsing? How did they do it? This is really hard. Bye.